Hello, brothers and sisters. Welcome back to another episode of Afri Talk Podcast. My name is Jackie. So this week I want to talk about a subject that at least you know one or two people in your life or in your circle that you know this thing is happening to or has happened to. I want to talk about this, especially goes more for men, elderly men, like from 40, 50 going, and men who when they came abroad they sort of went to look for white women, mostly white women, or other nationalities than their own nationality where they are coming from. They look for women who have the legal papers. So in this case, let's say they look for white women who have obviously born here. Their nationality is, for example, Dutch, and they are looking, to get the legal papers, and they'll tell these women the most sweetest stories ever, make them feel loved, like marry them legit, everything. And then at the end of the day, they will show them pepper. Why is it that when the men come, people advise them, go to the club. That's where you find the white woman that you can, get, and then you can do your things and they will love you and follow you. Go to church, maybe go to a white people's church. There you can find women. Some people even go as far as going to Jehovah's Witness church because they and then they'll convert into, Jehovah's Witness, I guess, how do they even call it? I don't know, believe, just to get women or like maybe Dutch woman or something like that. Someone who has paper. I know of a story of this man that he had a beautiful white woman, Dutch woman. They were in love. He was also really in love with her, actually. They loved each other. She loved him back. Their lives were going good. He learned the language. He could speak well. He had a great job. Everything was going good. And then he started, he wanted to build houses in Ghana, send money to family every week in and out. And it became an issue between them. And she was like, no, we are living our lives here. I prefer that we build our lives first. And then if there's any help that we can help anybody, that can always come after. But this man thinking he's smart, he's like, you think I love you, so you're going to just make me want to spend all my money in this country, another man's country. That's how they think, another man's country. So he left her saying, inconsiderable, how do they call that thing when they are inconsiderable differences or something like that. So they divorced, thinking that now finally he's free, he can do whatever he wants to do, send people money, build his houses and whatever. He found his lovely new wife, super beautiful Ghanaian woman, so lovely. He thought, this is the best thing that could have ever happened to me. This woman even had a child in Ghana. He brought her, he brought the child from Ghana, and they were all living like a happy family. Oh, that's what he wished for, until they started showing him pepper. This woman, after her child came to the Netherlands, she saw that everything was going good. Now she didn't need him anymore. Both she and her son showed him pepper. It was so bad that this man had his kitchen, fridge or what. He had everything in his room. They were sleeping separately. He had everything in his room, and he would lock the door whenever he was going outside because of trust issues. Look, first he was happily married to a white lady. He got his papers. Everything was going good. But because of greed, he left her to go and marry his choice, someone from his own country. And that one even showed him pepper. And now he's old. No one to love. No one who cares about him. Sitting there, thinking about life, thinking about all the mistakes he has made. But it's too late. The woman has moved on. The white woman has moved on long time ago. And how he's like, have I known? Why is it like this karma? I don't know. I don't know if it's karma or if it's the universe paying you or if it's God's way of, I don't know, teaching people lessons. People will come here, Before they are even coming, they've already planned, this abroad that I'm going to. I need to find me a white woman that I can show some pepper. Or I need to find me a woman who like already has paper, so I can attach myself to her in the beginning of the marriage. I'll be so lovely, I'll be so nice, I'll do everything that they are so here. If you see a brother or an uncle loving his wife like that, love they have never, that they did not, the parents did not teach them how to love like that. So the parents did not teach them how to do things in the house, helping around and everything. They will come down to earth, be the best gentleman you've ever seen before, love you, take you out, name it, legit marriage, until they get what they want. The painful thing is they'll even make baby with a woman, make children. They'll give birth to children and then they'll leave these kids. After they get their papers, they get what they want. They'll dump these women and their kids and they'll move out, go and stay somewhere else, another city, marry their choice, like the proper, woman that they actually want to marry. And that woman will end up showing them shaggy. And then with that woman, the new one that they will marry, they will also have children. And their hope and everything is on those children. These children, at least they are black, we are all, I'll give them the proper training from our, our tradition, whatever. So that when I grow old, they'll be there for me and everything. And then this woman will show them shaking. They'll become old, not having anyone, being all alone. Or some that don't even stay in that loveless marriage, abusive marriage like that. The woman will be showing them shaggy. And then the children that all their mind, their hearts, their everything is going to, and all the monies that they've sent back home building houses, thinking that these children will take over and everything. These children too will ignore them on top of. These children too will show them pepper. These children to be like, Papa, I don't have time. I don't want this. I don't want that. And then they'll be thinking like, had I known. Had I known. Like, why do you, first of all, even plan it in your head to lie to someone and pretend to love them for years, not for 1 year or for years, so be together, loving everything for years, and you even bring a whole human being into this world, or human beings into this world, just to keep a facade. And then at the end, you still dump them and you go for your choice. And then when they show you pepper, you are there crying like, had I known. Almost all the people who have done this are going through this right now. Their life just don't end well. They have like weird sicknesses, weird wives, weird children. Their properties are left, right, center. People are taking it away from them. It's like, the plans that they had, it will just scatter. Like the karma of it all. The karma of it all. And then the woman that you dumped years ago, she's going on with her life. Everything is going perfect. And then what if you had stayed with her? By this time, the enjoyments you've been enjoying in your life. It's so sad. Using people for paper and then just to get what you want, and then you go on. The painful thing is, before then, I used to hear stories that before, some of these men they have wives back home, back in Africa, and then when they come, they'll not tell their white woman, or do not tell their white wife, or their new, or their wife. Sometimes it's not per se that it's a white woman that they marry. They also marry like their own black or African woman who has papers, legal documents that can cover them. And then they'll lie to them saying, I don't have a wife, so I don't have a wife back home. I'm all single and everything, but which is a lie. On their low, they'll be sending money to their wife, telling her, don't worry, just give me a few years. Let me get what I want from this money, and then I'll bring you. And sometimes, there was also stories that sometimes they'll bring their legit wife from Africa to, abroad, lying to their current wife, saying to them, this is my sister, or this is my cousin, or this is my friend, or this is just somebody from my village that I'm helping. This is a helpless person that I'm helping. This is an orphan that I knew when we were growing up, and I'm just trying to help them. And sometimes these women come even to live in their house, thinking, and their wives will be thinking, their abroad wife will be thinking, me too, I'm helping somebody. You know, when you go to work, they are zipping and doing it in your bed. Oh my God. And then fast forward years later, you are here suffering and you are thinking, what happened? Why is God punishing you? Not knowing is all those mistakes that you made. Karma is catching up. I don't know, the generation that, like our parents' generation nowadays, when you see some of them, when you see things that is going on in their lives, you're like, what is this? Why did you make these mistakes? Like, why did you make these I don't know how to even call it, these decisions, now you are paying for all these decisions that you made. Or sometimes when they bring these their wives from Africa, when they bring their legit wife from Africa, they don't even bring them into the house. They'll put them somewhere enjoying their life. Maybe weekends after work, they'll go to their legit wife where they've harbor them in someone's house, and they'll go there, enjoy their life, lying to their abroad wife, saying, oh, something came up at work, oh, I'm going to see a friend, oh, I'm doing this, and then they'll be making babies with that African wife who's living somewhere. Then they'll be going between abroad wife, African wife, abroad wife, African wife. I know also of a story that this man wanted his papers. He already has a wife, legit wife, as in African wife here in the Netherlands, but she also didn't really have her legal documents like ready like that, and he obviously not. So they made a deal like, okay, you know what, I love you, I'm my wife, everything, but we came here to hustle, so you stay here, let me go and look for a white woman and make my life with her just for the papers, and then I'll come back. So he ended up marrying a white woman, enjoying life, everything, and he didn't tell his actual wife, like his African wife, that he was going to make babies with the woman. Then before the woman realized, he started making babies with the white woman. Whenever she's pregnant, whenever the African woman is pregnant, the white woman is also pregnant. So all of their children are all the same age. And then today you are suffering because none of the children are even looking to you, because they're like, yeah, you were not really there, so why am I going to be there for you like that? And now you are old, sick, lonely, depressed, and you want to ask God why. No, I think the karma is catching up with a lot of people. And some of them, when they see that their lives is catching up with them and they are getting old, they'll go back to Africa, find a very young, smushing looking, beautiful, juicy, young girl, maybe early 20s, and they'll make their pension baby with that little young girl, I'll say, and then they'll have a child or children with those young ladies, calling them pension babies, hoping that these babies or these children that they're now making in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, at least they'll be there for them. At least they will be the one that will give them support. They'll be the one that they can use to wipe away their tears. Not thinking that they still have to take care of these children. And when the children start going small, like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, that's when they realize, what kind of stupid thing did I do like this? So now that you're an old man, it's not that you are an old man changing diapers, running after children, bringing children to school. Because I know of someone who is in his pension now. Oh, in fact, he has over pensioned himself, and he has 2 little children that he's taking care of. I'm like, and now he's complaining. I'm like, when you were dipping and doing it with a small girl in Ghana, with a young lady, didn't you think about the fact that you're going to have little children, that you have to take care of them? Okay, people have made mistakes, it has happened. You've made wrong decisions. You literally used people to get your papers. You used these innocent women to get your papers. You played there, thinking you were smart. Finally, you got I would say, I don't know, is it you got what you deserve? Because you do me, I do you, right? You did it, and the universe is also paying you back, I guess, in its own little way. Pick up the pieces of your life, and I'll say, it is okay. You can advise the younger people who are coming to learn from your mistake and give them the proper advice, to find someone that they love, truly love, and make their lives with, instead of playing here, playing there, playing away match, playing home match, and whatever. So I think I'll say, it has happened. What can we do? What can we say? It has come. It has happened. So just wipe your tears, wipe your sweat, take it as it is. If possible, apologize, make up with your lost children, and see where you can pick it up from. And I believe if you're genuinely sorry and you want to make up, it will work. It will work. Oh no, I believe it will work. Just pick up the pieces of your life. It is okay. Maybe your older children can help you with your pension babies. They can adopt them one by one. No, I'm kidding. If you know anyone, or you are the one going through this at this moment in your life, or your father or your uncle or your big brother or whoever, or your pastor, because pastors to do it too, leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me your thoughts. Like, share, and comment. Share this with everyone that you know. Stay tuned to the next episode so we can continue the juicy story. And yeah, this is all I have for you. Thank you. Bye.